Most Google advertising accounts are massively overcomplicated. You can create a million different campaigns, target a million different keywords, and the result is there's usually massive overcomplications, and 99% of accounts are just lacking overall and are not able to scale because of this. And if you really break it down, there's only 4 campaigns that you need to see success with Google Ads. And in this video, it's exactly what I want to go through. Starting off with the first campaign that every single brand should be using, and that is a branded search campaign. Now, a branded search does one of 3 things. First of all, it helps you measure the lift in your overall brand awareness and reputation and people searching for your brand. So what that means is however many people search for your brand on a monthly basis, if you're doing other advertising efforts, this will be a great one-to-one relationship to let you know how well your organic marketing is doing, how well your other paid advertising is doing, and it's a relatively cheap way to advertise your brand. Now, the next thing that it does is it actually protects your branded keywords from getting stolen by competitors and stealing your market share. This is super important, especially for brands that are, above 10 million, 100 million, even billion-dollar brands. They spend so much money on branded keywords because protecting that, which they have built up over time, the name associated with their brand and how customers associate that brand name in their mind is super, super important. And so don't sleep on branded keywords, and you really should be investing into building up brand authority through your brand name. Now, lastly, the benefit of a branded search campaign is you might be thinking, well, why would I spend and invest money on people that can just find my brand if they Googled me and found my link organically? Now, that's a great question. And besides the point of your competitors can steal your market share, another great point is it just increases your brand authority and professionalism when people search for your brand. You're going to always appear at the top of the search results. You can include site links and also a logo and an image of your actual brand. So your search query and your overall profile in Google Ads just looks so much better. And again, it increases all of those things related to your brand. Now, the second most important campaign is your main keyword campaign. Now, this campaign is used to target high intent keywords related to your products or services. Pretty self-explanatory. Google is a search engine at the end of the day, and it is most effective at people searching for different products and services. And you can actually target those, search queries and put your product right in front of them at the right time, right? Which is why I love Google Ads. And that's why you want to have a main search campaign that targets the most obvious low-hanging fruit keywords related to your products or services. Now, what you want to do in this main keyword campaign is just separate out by ad group your different products or services. Now, let's say, for example, you are a swimwear brand and you have a line of men's swimwear and a line of women's swimwear. Now, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and create 2 different ad groups for men's swimwear and women's swimwear that you can go ahead and target each with separate ads, separate keywords to send to separate landing pages. That way you can tailor each of these different ad groups to each of your particular different products or services and make it more customized, more relevant so that your users, when they click on those ads, land on a page that's relevant for them and can explore your products and services easily and find what they're looking for. That's all you want to do. The main search campaign is going to be the most important campaign when it comes to seeing success with Google Ads. It's going to be finding out the right keyword groups, the right products and services that you want to target, and the right keywords for each of those different ad groups that you can target. And then from there, filtering out all the junk, simplifying, and just focusing on those top keywords that are actually generating you sales and revenue for your business. Now, a little pro tip is you also want to separate out this main search campaign if you are targeting different locations. For example, you're targeting multiple different countries or provinces or cities, and you want to control the budget that goes to each of these locations. Then I would create different main search campaigns targeting each of these different locations so you can control the budget on each of those different locations. These 2 campaigns are honestly all that you need for 90% of businesses that are small and are just looking to maximize their return from Google advertising. However, if you want to delve into a little bit more pro level Google advertising with some more advanced campaigns, that's where we're going to go here with the next 2 campaigns. Now, the third campaign that you need is a keyword testing campaign. Now, a keyword testing campaign is exactly what it sounds like. It is a campaign where you go ahead and test keywords related to your products or services that are maybe less well-known, less mainstream, maybe a little bit left field that you can identify and test and experiment, fail ultimately and find some keywords that actually do generate decent results for your business that you can go ahead and add into your main search campaign that not a lot of people are targeting or that you didn't think of previously. This can be a great place to use broad keyword targeting and let Google test a ton of different keywords and just see what works. I wouldn't recommend doing this on your main search campaign. I'd recommend using phrase match or exact match on very specific keywords that are relevant for your business, and then using the testing campaign to let Google try, experiment, find different search queries that actually might work for your business that you might not have thought of. And again, once you find winners with your testing campaign, you want to take those keywords or those different ad groups and products and services, add them into your main search campaign, allocate, increase the budget accordingly, and go from there. And lastly, the fourth campaign that you need in your Google Ad accounts, again, to solve the problems that I'm seeing with 99% of Google advertising accounts that get this wrong, is to use a demand gen remarketing or a performance max type of campaign to generate awareness. So once you're using search ads, what I like to think of with search ads are you're targeting people that are searching for specific keywords. And so those people are searching for those because they already have demand or an interest or some type of buying intention. However, there's a lot of people out there in the market, which actually is the most of the market, which doesn't really know that they have this problem. It's not really painful enough to search for this problem yet, right? They need to be marketed to a little bit more to get them searching and wanting this service. They need to kind of have that knife twist a little bit or promote or prompt that pain in them to get them interested in your products or services. So what you need to do with a demand gen or performance max campaign, set this up. And this is what's going to be the primary campaign that's going to be getting you a lot of impressions, a lot of reach to new users, sparring on an increase in branded searches and main searches for your keywords, and also a lot of website visitors to your brand, building that brand awareness, building that reputation, and overall growing your customers through different channels. Now, why I like demand gen is it's a new campaign and it lets you run ads using video or a bunch of different images and really just giving Google a lot of freedom, but also still being able to control the audiences pretty specifically, as opposed to something more like Performance Max, is it lets you run ads on YouTube and Gmail, as well as the Discovery Network. So a really great way to advertise in a lot of different places using demand gen. And also you can use demand gen and create an audience that you can just remarket to as well. If you have people that are already visiting your website and you just want to get in front of them more often using your search campaign, then you can run a simple demand gen remarketing campaign to get back in front of those people, getting them to your website and getting them to convert. Now, if you're an e-commerce brand, maybe you don't do a demand gen campaign. Maybe you want to experiment with a shopping campaign, or maybe you want to just use all the different networks and maybe Performance Max makes sense for you. However, I would be cautious with Performance Max as it typically does take all of the budget away from even your search campaigns, your display campaigns. It typically tries to congregate all of your spend into that one campaign, stealing impressions and spend from your others, and doesn't really give you a lot of control to optimize. So that's why I really don't like Performance Max in most cases, but it can be a great campaign if you know what you're doing. And those are the only 4 campaigns you need. Like I said, only maybe the first 2 you really need. The rest you can go ahead and cut and only focus on those simple things that scale your business. Now that you've simplified the Google Ad account and you're not spending all of your time in there, hopefully use that time to go ahead and improve your business, improve the product or service, improve the customer experience, improve the retention rate or lifetime value, right? Improve all those different areas of your business. That's really what's going to make an impact for you, not trying to do these small improvements to your actual customer acquisition cost using advertising methods like Google and Facebook. These are the things that really move the needle, and I would encourage you to do these and keep things simple. Google advertising, Facebook advertising does not need to be simple. And these are the 99% of things that I see wrong with most Google advertisers is they overcomplicate things, right? And I wanted to simplify it for you here today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments what you thought of the video and how you thought the structure of the campaigns looks to you. Now, I make a lot of videos on Google ads, Facebook ads, different digital marketing and advertising strategies. So here's a link to another video that I created recently that I think you'll find really, really valuable. I hope to see you in that video, and I hope to see you subscribed and checking out more of my videos in the future. Have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.